Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront Updates and another episode of Star Wars Battlefront 2 Top 5 Plays. If you want to submit a clip yourself, you can do so through the link in the description below. And don't forget to enter my giveaway if you want a chance to win a brand new capture card, which could be a nice late Christmas gift if you're the winner. But now let's jump straight into the clips that this week was actually quite hard to put in the right order, so feel free to let me know which one you thought was the best. At the number 5 spot, we have Growver 53124 with a 97 kill streak with Leia on crate. And no, that's 97 kills, not eliminations, because the total elimination count is over 100. This is due to Leia's secondary fire being very good, to say the least, because it has no cooldown and it's very easy to hit people across the planes in the first phase, making it into an ideal weapon to just pick off player after player after player, and basically anyone who pops up their head from the trenches are gonna die from her secondary fire. I think it might need a slight nerf in terms of how easily it locks onto people, but getting 97 kills no matter what you're doing is quite impressive, as it means that you need to play fairly aggressively. You can't just stand in the back and hope people will come to you, because you will not have enough time to get over 100 kills in total. At the number 4 spot, we have Maril 13 with something that I'm very glad to see, because he actually uses a very unique combination on the specialist to go around and get a 8-man melee streak. As you know, the specialist is the weakest class in terms of health, so this can be quite tricky, but he is using a combination of this stealth star card that makes him do 100 damage per melee hit and also removes him from the radar, and then the brawler that resets the cooldown of his abilities when he gets a melee kill, and of course the personal shield. And he's very cleverly here using the infiltration ability at the same time as the shield, because the infiltration makes him run faster, the shield protects him from the initial damage, and then he can just run around with his stealth ability and two-shot everyone unless it's a heavy boosted by an officer. So this is a very effective method that I think I might give a go myself. I'm thinking I'll probably die a lot and not get as good clips as this, but it was a very nice clip nevertheless. At the number 3 spot, we have Ben MD Jones 323 with a quite insane seismic charge kill on the car. He wipes out roughly 10 enemies with a seismic charge. It's a little bit tricky to see exactly how many it is, but if you look up at the reinforcement counter, I think it drops like 14 players at once, although I think some of those might have died from other players. So at least 10 kills with one seismic charge, which is quite impressive considering he's pretty much in open space and there's not really any reason for 10 players to be that close to each other, so he must have been very lucky when he pulled this off. At the number 2 spot, we have Hobo Commander, who shows that Finn can be extremely effective with the Deadeye ability, especially if you have the star card that adds more time to the Deadeye ability every time you kill someone, because he manages to get 16 kills with one use of the Deadeye ability. Unfortunately, he runs out of time at the end because he can't find any enemies to shoot, so technically you could really go on forever with the Deadeye ability if the enemies keeps coming to you, and obviously if they don't kill you. But 16 kills was very impressive. I used this setup myself and I haven't gotten close to 16 kills yet, but it's a very good setup. And lastly, at the number 1 spot, we have Noir Guard with a fantastic play with the speeder bikes on the crate. They can be a little bit tricky to steer around and kill people on the ground. However, I don't know why I haven't thought about this before, but he does strafe runs above the trench and just fires straight into the trench, giving him over 15 kills in 30 seconds. I think it might actually be 18, but it's a little bit hard to follow along the feed when you get that many kills. But he simply goes back and forth over this trench, uses his super laser ability or whatever it's called, and just destroys group of enemies after group of enemies. And this is definitely a very effective way to make sure that the First Order are not disturbing your teammates who are trying to shoot the ion disruptors on the ATM-6. So I'm definitely gonna try going in from this angle the next time I use the speeders. But that brings this video to an end. As always, a big thank you to Elgato for sponsoring this series. They create capture cards and other products to help any streamer or creator in general. And if you're interested in reading more about what I use to create my videos and live streams, you can click the link in the description below. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.